Hey everybody, College Money Academy family, for those that have been on our Facebook page for a while, thank you, and would you please accept my apology? So first of all, I'm Kelly O'Connor. I'm the founder of College Money Academy. I'm asking for your apology because we've gone quiet for quite some time, and that's largely to do with what we've been building. And the mistake that I made, and I now wish I could have done it differently, but I wish I continued to post and to post, to do live videos, to show you the stories of all the people that I've had the privilege of working with over this past 6 to 8 months. We've got a lot of really cool stories still to come and to tell you. But I didn't do that. I haven't been broadcasting that because we've been building a lot. You can see back here behind me, this whiteboard right here is full of all kinds of different College Money Academy stuff that we're going to be bringing. So there's two parts to what I wanted to do, or what I wanted to mention today. First, you're going to be hearing from me a lot and very often. And if you like what you hear, if you know anybody who has kids that are, maybe they're in middle school or in high school, certainly in high school, I would ask that maybe you share our video, because the information, the content that we're bringing to them, the message is so valuable, because we're on a mission, a cause, if you will, to change the college system. I like to refer to it as flick the college system. I got that idea from Steve Jobs' goal. He wanted to flick the universe. Well, I want to flick the college system because it's broken, right? And so I want to share with you some of the things that we're doing, but also I want to address specifically today a very common question that I get, which is, Kelly, is it worth it anymore? And the answer to that question is going to surprise you, I believe, because I think about 99% of all the people that answer that question are looking at the wrong thing. So first, some of the things that we're doing. If you currently subscribe to College Money Academy, then once all of this stuff back here is built and working on it aggressively, I've been just sitting here, got all kinds of stuff going on my computer, been working on this for months now. If you currently subscribe, or if you join before we launch some of this new stuff, then you're going to get all these new digital assets and tools that we're creating. So just a couple of them. We have promoted that we're the only online self-paced video guide on how to reduce the cost of college. It's a strategy. There's 3 secrets, and our ebook promotes this. There's 3 secrets, which is you can just ignore the cost of attendance. That's secret number 1. Throw it out. Don't base your decision on the colleges you're going to send your kid to based upon the listed cost of attendance. You will not pay that. Number 2, virtually every school on their very first financial aid offer they send you a low ball offer, just like a car dealer. Right? They send you the low offer, or they make you a low offer first, a low being, they're not giving you all that they can give you, right? They do that almost with every student, unless you're the elite student. They do that with almost every student first, to see if you take it, to see if you either pay the price, if you adjust your cash flow in order to, instead of saving money, to then instead direct it to the expense of college, or to see if you take the loans and the debt in order to pay for it. So this leads to secret number 3. So first, you can ignore the cost of attendance with every school. Second, they virtually always give you a low ball offer. And then third, you have the ability to appeal the school. Now, our entire academy teaches how to do this, and I go through the stories. There's several stories, but I mention how I got my kid to a $28,000 university for about $3,800 a year by implementing these strategies, and she was just an average student. Now, what we've done as we promote is we've got this online academy. You can go sit down, there's videos on there, and you can go through all the different modules, how to package your kiddo, how to research schools, how to appeal, etc. And I realized, though, about 6 months ago, that all of it's one format. It is just in this online video. You got to log in, watch the video. So part of the things, what have I been working on so diligently, is I have taken all of that content, all the modules, putting it in an ebook format, but also into audio format. And we're going to be sending out for people who enroll. We're going to be getting them all the digital assets of it, all of the text, all of the ebooks broken down in all those modules and videos, but also an MP3 player that has the all of it, all the audio. So man, if their only availability is in their car and they don't like listening to the radio and ads, they can plug in and listen to the entire academy and learn how to do this, right? So we're going to have all that. Plus, there's a 2.0 version coming out. I'm going to be adding additional comments. All those videos are still so relevant and so educational and informative, but I'm going to have additional little things, little commentary plugged in. Let's see, what else are we doing? Oh, we're going to have a private Facebook page for members, for subscribers to our service, and to where we can really continue to dig in and actually offer one-on-one coaching, which I haven't really been able to do just because there's just too many people. I can't do one-on-one coaching with all the people that have subscribed. But through the private Facebook group, I want to be able to do that. So building a whole lot. Sorry for getting the call. So it's going to be great. So if you go to our page, College Money Academy, we've got a lot of information, a lot of content on there, but that's going to be changing. So all of this that I just mentioned to you hasn't gone live yet. It's just being built. I'm building it. This is my office, my whiteboard. Mike, this is what I do, right? So once it's built, then certainly we'll be announcing it here, and we'll get that live. If you happen to subscribe, if we get for any new subscriber between now and then, we're going to get them all the digital assets that I explained. Now, getting back to this question, is it worth it? Is college worth it? I believe it's fair to say that most people look at it and from the sticker price, from the listed cost of attendance. But see, I just told you, ignore the cost of attendance, because that's not what you're going to pay. So if the question is it worth it, is then, well, hello. My mom's watching. How awesome is that? Hi, Mom. If you might be the only one, but that's okay. I don't care. So if the question of is it worth it, and people go to the cost of attendance, and I just told you ignore the cost of attendance, then if answering that question based upon the cost of attendance then is a problem, we're going to get, I believe, the wrong answer. So is college worth it? We've had all kinds of stuff with that recent college scam of these celebrities paying $500,000 to get their kid into the university and doing it even illegally and blah, blah, blah. But is it worth it? And many people, of course, when they heard of that, not only were they annoyed, but thought, my gosh, what a waste of money. That isn't worth it, spending $500,000. But is a $30,000 university worth it per year? $120,000 over 4 years. Now, if we look at it as just the cost, well, that's a mistake. So let me explain what I mean and why I wanted to come to you today. So the way to answer that question properly, and this is what you gotta love about being live, right? This isn't some edited text. The way you answer the question, is it worth it, properly, is you first have to address, well, how did you pay for it? Is it worth it? It depends on how you paid for it. And how much did you pay for it? So if it's a $30,000 university and your kid got a left-handed puppetry degree, let's say, right? Is it worth it at $30,000 over 4 years for 20 years? Potentially. Most people, if they're focused on the cost of attendance, would say, hell no. But I say, yeah, it very well could be, and here's why. Because how did they pay for it? Number one, if they paid for it using debt, no, it's not worth it. If you go $120,000 into debt for a left-handed puppetry degree, absolutely not. It is not worth the money. But what if you didn't pay? What if it cost you nothing? Would it be worth it then? Well, potentially. Okay, so then there's a mark. Well, what if you only paid, what if you didn't use debt? What if you leveraged assets? What if you had some assets that you leveraged that were let's say, producing income, and you just simply use that income to direct it. So once you sent your kid to college, you still had all of your assets. Would that have been a strategy that maybe made it worth it? Yes, you had to redirect some of that, but you didn't deplete your assets. So was that worth it? Potentially so, even if you paid the full 30. So how you paid? Did you go into debt? Did you deplete an asset? Maybe you had 120 grand and you just paid cash and you wiped it out, right? So if you paid cash for it, is it worth it? That's kind of the second one. If you went into debt, it's not. If you paid cash, is it? Boy, I would argue that a $120,000 university was worth it paying cash for Left Handed Puppetry degree, because now not only is that 120 grand gone, but that 120 grand can never be used again, ever. So no, I don't think paying cash for that would be worth it either. The third way, or a third way, would be what I mentioned a moment ago. Well, what if you leveraged your assets? If you leveraged assets to pay for it? Potentially so.